Peace, Capricorn. This is your tarot card reading for the month of August. Here with me, the Torah. Already shuffled the cards and laid them out. This is the overall energy of the month. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, the outcome. And then the cards below them you see are the clarifiers for each one. Okay? Just like that. This is the recent past and its clarifier. And here from the universe has your back. Has a message for you. It says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So this sounds like getting rid of doubt and worry, okay? And then from Work Your Light Oracle deck, it says, longing for home, belonging and longing for home. Where do you belong and longing for home? Okay, Capricorn. So I'm seeing the overall energy of the month as a Three of Swords. You know, this is traditionally called the Heartbreak card. With the recent past being the Five of Pentacles, something has recently happened to you that literally has created some type of heartache or some feeling of being left out, some feeling of someone kind of kicking you out. Maybe someone kicked you out of their home. Maybe you've had to unexpectedly move. Maybe in a relationship, there was a breakup. Something has you feeling heartbroken and left out. Clarifying the Three of Swords is the Three of Wands. So I'm kind of inclined to think that there was a third party involved in this situation, because we have 2 threes here. And it also feels like some long-term plans that used to be, the vibe is now not the case. Like, it feels like some plans are now kind of broken, or what we were trying to plan to do doesn't look like it's going to be that moving forward for too much longer, if it hasn't already ended. So clarifying the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. So these are changes. You are going through some changes, Capricorn. The Five of Swords is, it's kind of like petty arguments. But in this picture, he's like picking up the swords after the fight. It's kind of like you cleaning up the mess in the month of August, okay? In the first week, we have the Four of Pentacles. So you're like overly concerned about your security now. And as the Knight of Wands, clarifying, it's like you're willing to do anything and fight anybody and fight any battle to hold on to the security that you've developed over the recent past, or at least, what you think is bringing you security, but you're holding on to it too tightly, too doggedly. It's not creating the security you think that you need. It's actually just it's bringing, like, look, there's this smoke coming out of the skull. Like, the skull is cracked open. It has a crown. Yeah, you got your crown on, but look, like, your head is cracked open from all the stress and all the worry of keeping it together. So in the first week, you see yourself kind of holding on maybe to this past situation, trying to hold on to an ideal that is no longer in effect, right? Holding on to a plan that is no longer in effect, and you're willing to fight for it even, okay? As the Knight, you're willing to go to battle for it in the first week. But by the second week, we're seeing that, you're realizing that you're learning how to just kind of Page of Pentacles, clarifying the Justice card. You're kind of learning that, you need to be more balanced in your actions. You're realizing that it's actually better for yourself and for everyone involved to let this thing go, or to let this thing kind of be in the past. Okay. And it may not have been a breakup. It could have just been some heartbreaking truth or heartbreaking revelation in general, of what's creating this feeling of being left out or whatever. So like I said, it's a general reading. So only take what resonates. But in the second week, I'm seeing, you coming more into a balanced point of view when it comes to this situation, and loosening your grip a little bit on whatever parts of it made you feel secure that you feel like it's not there anymore. You're learning how to do this as the Page of Pentacles. And it's a slow thing for you. It's a slow learning, but you're learning it. You're used to, you're Earth sign. Pentacles is Earth. You are cardinal Earth. So perhaps it's not as slow as the energy of this card typically portrays, but for sure, it is a slow pace for you learning this. And then you get another Page of Pentacles here for the third week, clarified by the Two of Swords. So look at how we have like the blindfolded woman with the sword with the Page of Pentacles. So I'm just seeing like, you kind of blinding yourself, probably willfully blinding or being willfully blind to something in this situation, some piece of information that's going to actually help you cut loose something or help you to move forward, but you're like on purpose not looking at it because you want to hold on to this thing, even though this thing and the way it was is long gone. Okay, it's long gone, like it's done, and you're still trying, whatever that thing is. It may be the relationship, or it just may be something within the relationship, or it may just be the way the relationship was. So you're needing to learn how to not blind yourself to the situation and cut out what needs to be cut out for some balance here, or so that a decision can be made in a new direction. Okay. Otherwise, you're just going to kind of keep creating this past situation, and it's not ever going to be the way it was because it's not meant to be that way. You know, this card here says, I lean on certainty and faith. I change my mind about the way I see the world. It's probably not as bad as you think it is, the way you're choosing to see it. But simply because it has changed, simply because it's not what it was, you're fighting to keep it that way. It may not even be that bad. Because I don't see like the Tower or the Ten of Swords or anything out here. I just see that you feel heartbroken. You feel left out. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. I don't see anything else suggesting this. I see this as more as a learning opportunity for you to learn how to let things pass as they pass. Learning how to let it die if it needs to, or change. I don't even feel like anything's dying. I just feel like there's change. Okay, there's change, and you're needing to embrace this change. And I feel like you're just not letting it happen. But by the third week, you are feeling a whole lot better about it. You got the Six of Cups. You're feeling more hopeful about it, like childlike, in a childlike way. Maybe you're adopting more of this energy here, changing the way you see the world through certainty and faith. That even if it doesn't look the way you want it to look along the way, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. The way you doesn't mean what you want is not going to come. So let me say that again. Just because it doesn't look the way you think it's supposed to look, or it's not going as planned, does not mean that it's not going to happen. Doesn't mean you're not going to get what you want. Clarifying the Six of Cups is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is, like I said, you're going to start to lighten up. This is a change from how you've been in this kind of stagnant and stubborn and fixed, earth-like, as your earthly self. But you're going to move forward, okay? You're going to move forward. You're going to see some change in your attitude about it. And guess what? Creating a new plan. But like consciously and willingly, because it didn't look like you were willing to do so. In the recent past and even earlier in the month, it wasn't looking like you were ready to let go of how things were going and start looking at how things can go and how differently things can go in the future. So we see the Two of Wands here. She, has the world in her hand. She's thinking of everything that she needs to consider while making this plan. And about all the parts. You're a planner, Capricorn. That's your forte right there. Especially when it comes to your physical abundance or your physical stability, your money, your career, your home, and your family. Okay, so it's like all those things, right? So you're needing to just kind of take another look at that world, your world, and what needs to be done. This hand, the hand that she has on this wand here, means she knows what tools she's going to use. She knows how she's going to move forward. She knows how she's going to do things. She's setting a new plan in action. So like I said, when you started the month holding on to this old plan, right? Because you didn't want to let it go and it hurt you. And you kind of spend you spend most of August, working on just letting that go. And maybe now you won't, because you're looking at this video and you kind of know what to expect. Possibly you'll get through it in the first week, like over the next few days, maybe, if you can. But don't feel bad if you can't, because this does say that this is something that needs to be worked through internally throughout the month. But by the end of the month, you will be feeling a lot better, okay? You'll be feeling a lot better, and there will be a turn or a change of events or a change of an inner climate, to help propel you towards a mind state to create new plans. The Two of Wands is clarified or supported by the Eight of Pentacles. So we're seeing like a long-term plan that's going to involve a lot of hard work and dedication, which you are no stranger to hard work and dedication. So that doesn't scare you, that actually excites you, right, Capricorn? Okay, so your new plan, you're going to feel good about your new plan, and you are going to be very aware of all the things you need to do to make it happen. And that does not deter you. That actually is re-motivating you for the future, moving into the month of September. So you started off recent past, feeling left out in the cold, being hurt by some revealed truth. Maybe things are changing in your environment, and then you try to hold on to it walking into August. And you just kind of go through the month, like really trying to work through and learn what you need to learn about it. Learn that you need to be more open to things changing. Learn that it's okay if it doesn't go your way. It doesn't mean you're not going to get what you want. And then eventually changing your attitude to a more positive state of mind so that you can make the plan that is right for you, so you can continue to move forward. Wow. Okay. Wow. I almost called you Virgo. Sorry. Wow. Capricorn. So change the way you see the world and operate through certainty and faith, and know that, you belong right where you are. You are right where you need to be, and you'll be just fine. You'll be better than fine because you know how to make things happen. Okay, Virgo, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great August, and I'll see you next month. Peace.